Must-have training gear for using self-defense or martial arts training. Doesn't really matter. You need some of these. This is the Kara brand, K-A-R-A, by RDX. I've got a link down in the description on this, but I'm not going to go into all the how it's stitched and how it's made, and you can go watch all the product briefings on that. What I really wanted to highlight today is that they work. And even better, they're not one of those high-priced $100, $120 set of mitts. These are $30 or $32 at the time I filmed this. So they're pretty inexpensive and a must-have if you're training in some kind of self-defense or martial art that requires some kind of contact. And I have to tell you, if you're training self-defense, you had better be using some contact, or it's really not going to be very helpful for you. Just practicing throwing techniques in the air, it's okay for some coordination and balance and things like that, but in the end, you got to hit something. Well, as with everything I do, there's two sides to that coin, right? You've got the person who's wearing the mitts and the person who's hitting them. And there's a good purpose for these for both. Safety-wise, it's for the person holding them, all right? If they're just striking your hand, you're not going to take too many of those before it hurts and you can't do it anymore. So these allow you to keep going and going and going and doing drill after drill, and it's not going to hurt your hand at all. On the flip side, the person who's hitting it, well, they need something they can hit, not a huge target, something they need to use a little bit of accuracy to actually make contact with, and something that over time they can start hitting harder and harder and harder, and it's not going to hurt the person holding the target, right? So we can pressure test with these. You can develop power, speed, accuracy, all of those things that a lot of people take for granted when they talk about this kind of gear. They just assume that everybody knows what it's for. And some of it is self-explanatory, but there's the basic rundown of why we use the mitts, all right? Now to just show it a little bit, so I probably can't read it, but on this particular brand, once again, it's Kara, K-A-R-A, by RDX. RDX, that company makes some pretty good gear, and it's not just hand mitts. They make gloves. They make all kinds of stuff. So this strap right here, it'll say right, and I think hers says left. She's actually got it on the left hand. That strap is just Velcro. Easy adjustment. This flap right here, that's where you slide your hand, okay? Don't put your right hand in the left-hand side. It'll feel weird. Once you get it in there, I basically took my hand out to show you the shape it is inside. There's padding here. There's the part of the pad that actually sits right in the palm here. And it's so that you can grip it a little bit, and it makes that pad more stable on your hand. And you're going to need that when you start hitting harder. So you just slide your hand in there. You'll feel just like a glove. There's a separator for your thumb and your fingers inside of there. Once you get it on, tighten that up, and you're good to go. They're not huge. They're not bulky. They're very lightweight. So you can use this. You know, I'm in my 50s. She's 17. Her hands are a lot thinner than mine. Not that I'm a big boned guy by any means, okay? But does it feel pretty good? All right, so I'm going to have her put the right hand on. And the reason why I'm going to have her hold these first is just to show you that they do the job, all right? So whether you're punching, whether you're throwing hammer fists, for us, we like to throw slaps, we like to throw elbows. She's not even breaking a sweat over here. She's just sitting here with a grin going, yeah, hit it harder. Okay, it fits her really well. They're pretty well made. The stitching on the side is pretty heavy duty. For the cost, the amount of money that you're going to lay out for these, it is an insane amount of value, which is why I'm showcasing it here. I know me, when I was growing up, I didn't have hundreds or thousands of dollars to spend on all the coolest and latest training equipment. And back then we didn't have internet. Yes, I'm really old. So I had to search through this stuff through catalogs and just people I knew and at sporting goods stores, and you're kind of stuck with what they've got. Now with Amazon and the internet, you can get just about anything you want. So great set of mitts. Do we have others on our website? Yes, because there are some who, maybe you're a very active martial artist, you've been doing this a while, and you can really lay in with some heavy stuff. They do make a heavier duty mitt, and I'll do another video on that later. But man, if you're just starting off and you need some, whether you're working with a friend, you're working with your children, you can both wear these. That's what's great, because learning how to hold pads is a skill in and of itself, and it strengthens the shoulders and the forearms and the wrists. Learning how to breathe out and tighten that hand when it gets hit. Those are very valuable skills in self-defense and martial arts. So to wrap it up, Kara, K-A-R-A, by RDX. Grab the link down in the description. Go grab you some. They are a great training mitt.